Dear little Loudmouth, you've always been known to produce sound waves heard throughout the halls. A laugh that bounced from wall to wall, your mouthpiece, a crown in which you have always cherished. To some, your voice rang as a fire alarm, giving them warning to get as far away from you as possible. However, others identified your vocal range as stepping stones to a new national anthem. You never once bit your tongue. Your voice radiated with a high octave that shattered the glass walls others built around you. Always marketed yourself as a show, but never once a clown or refusal of anyone's display. Don't you remember when you went from speech therapy to speech champion in 6 short years? Kids used to say that speaking with a stutter wouldn't get you far, so you did everything to try and fix it. You sacrificed playing ball with the boys to visit Sally in the seashore. Each year you worked harder than the year before to enunciate, to speak loudly, speak firmly, make your voice heard, make your voice matter. I know that memory brings a warmth to your heart. I know when things get rough and kids don't understand why you always have to be so boisterous, that this is the thought that comes to your mind. You and I know when things do get rough. I've known you since you were young. Silence was your first language. Discretion became a family value. Because sometimes Daddy couldn't pay the bills, and Mommy was in her room, but Daddy wasn't the one that was with her. Mommy used to say, "You look better when you're quiet." I'm sorry I wasn't there to remind you that what Mommy and Daddy did wasn't right or your fault. I'm sorry that I didn't speak up when I saw Mommy beat you for painting your nails, or when she wouldn't let you grow your hair out because boys don't do that. I'm sorry that I didn't speak up when the monster came into your room. He snuck under your covers and took away the last ounce of your voice you had left to his family, so I said nothing. I'm sorry that I didn't speak up after the first time, or the second, or the 5th, or the 12th. I'm sorry that when your family found out, he said you were asking for it, but how does a 9-year-old ask for sex? I'm sorry that because of him, boys don't stick around because they don't always get what they expect. How can they? Happy little Loudmouth had died, his body now an emotional corpse. Dear little Loudmouth, I'm sorry I wasn't there when your soul decayed, but your body kept pushing forward. When you would put plastic bags around your head and breathe in and breathe out and bear actions that screamed out for help that your voice couldn't produce. After what felt like a lifetime worth of silence, you were born again. You are me. The voice that you once held years ago has found its outlet once again and louder than ever. The people around you created the best witchcraft man had ever seen, mixing a potion of love, friendship, and empathy, giving your voice box resurrected from an old grave, and your voice now serves many conduits. A megaphone of emotion, a firework of love, gunfire, passion. To this day you show that there is no strength to staying still or silent. Nothing can shake you, no man can break you, no woman can silence you. Dear little Loudmouth, I wish little you can see yourself now, a spokesperson for others. No matter the length of your locks or the polishing of your cuticles, every time you lead a GSA meeting, you march as if you were dancing on your very own pride parade float, cheering next to Sylvia Rivera, Harvey Milk, and Jose Julio Saria, throwing bracelets to little boys and girls, showing them the queer person they one day can be. Making speeches that wave the emotions of your listeners, poetry that breaks hearts but fixes them at the end of the last verse, and a voice that fills up the walls of a college instead of the ones in the closet when that was the only place you wanted to felt safe. Spot in a classroom means a spot in history, a leader in your community, a hero for many. You would see that mommy didn't have to give you milk to make your backbone as strong as it would one day become. So scream, shout, wiggle your toes as if it's your first time walking, because your voice once again matters. And there will always be people here to listen. I never want you to think that your voice is never worthy of being heard, whether it be a joke or a sorrow. Your voice is a watering plant to a conversation we will one day need to watch grow. And as I write this letter, I realize that you teach me more than you'll ever learn from me. And I hope you're able to forgive me for everything I could have prevented, but know that I loved you back then and even now.